Good afternoon, this is Rundlii Gaming again. So I'm just going to be going through some of the Worms game. This is another pretty fun one. I used to play this one back on Super Nintendo. They've made multiple games that are pretty similar to the previous ones. They don't do massive changes to the game, so even if you played, like, say, Revolution or whatever new one that they come out with, they're generally fairly similar to the previous ones. They do seem to play a little bit better as far as controls go, but for the most part, the controls are about the same. They usually add one or two more items to each new game, but all in all, about the same. So what we're actually going to do is just start playing through some of... We'll probably start off with some of the campaign stuff. Now, I've already played through a very large portion of this game already, but we're basically just going to go through and play a couple of the... Yeah, like most of these I believe are intro games, so probably won't play those. Yeah, so basically we're going to go through and see if we can play campaign games, because I really didn't want to play any intro games where you just sit there and listen to the guy on there talk for a while. So let's go ahead and start on this one. Yeah, and this particular one, as you can see, is Worms Revolution, which, as I said, it's pretty much like all the other Worms, but a little bit different.
Then I suggest you change it to that immediately, for there can only be one victor in a deathmatch. In fact, deathmatch is a rather ominous name. Let's call it something nicer, like the My Corpse or Yours Fun Run. Yes, I like that, it's nice. Now, to war, sir. So this is the place they said to meet for the rumble, eh? What the hell is he so cocky about? Another legitimate target. Nice. I don't like the look of him.
Alright, so basically we're going to go ahead and... Like this one here is a scientist. Like he gets certain perks that some of the other ones don't get. I'm going to go ahead and knock this down. Alright, so what I may do... is I'll probably just do a landmine here. Because hopefully that should blow up the little fire thing there as well. And it looks like that should kill him. That might also blow up our shell there. I took a little bit of damage in response to that. Nope, I guess not. So at least we know Sandy down there is probably just going to drown at this point. Alright, so this is a scout. This will at least allow me to go down there and get that. He's the smallest of the worms, but he's also the most agile. So he's really he's able to get around the battlefield pretty easily. See what we should do here. I guess I could probably try and bazooka. About there. Because that'll continue to drown the one on the bottom. In order to kill the one that's up, in order to kill Sunburn there, we basically just have to drop some sort of explosion down there, and then that would push him into those 3 landmines, which will then pretty much kill him. Alright, so this is one of our heavies. They're much slower and much more lethal. Like usually when they hit you, it's going to do a lot more damage. However, it's usually a task getting them to the place they need to be, so... Yeah, so for this one, we'll probably just try to hit him one more time. Probably waste a few shots, but should still be fine. Alright, so our best chance at this point is to get our scientists to pretty much use the jetpack to get up there. Because we want to take out the higher health one. That was a waste. That wasn't very ideal. Because the downside with the heavies is the fact that they are not very good even with a jetpack. They might go up 4 or 5 inches before they completely run out of fuel on it. And I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about very shortly here. We're going to try a jetpack. Yeah, let's see if I can lob that in there. Ooh, that's not good. So I haven't played this in quite some time. As you can see, I'm not doing as good as I should, but it does happen. Luckily, he apparently is just as terrible. And then those 3 will blow up and kill him. That's what I was trying to do, was get it to explode to basically drop him into those other three.
That was brutal. Unnecessary vigilanteism of the worst kind. Sir, I loved it.
Alright, we still got a gold medal out of it. Wasn't the best round ever, but I guess it's kind of hard to complain though. Alright, so we'll go ahead and play the next one.
I have in my hand a piece of paper that I shall read out to you. Deathmatch. War in our time. More specifically, in your time. Only one team can prevail. No surrender, no draws, no mercy, no bin bags. Sorry, I added that last bit to remind myself to get bin bags. While I go to the shops, you're going to war.
Alright, so
Death
for
hangs
this
around
one,
this place like a call center.
they got quite a
See
few on their
anything
side there.
useful you can use here? You have to beat Peter Precision from number 1 Shawshot Avenue, Bullseye Town today. Use your surrounding terrain to ensure your shots count. Maybe if we showed them kindness, we could end this war peacefully. I'm kidding. Kill them all.
Ready when you are.
Alright, let's see if we can knock this over. And let's see what the best way of doing this is.
Move it or lose it.
Because that'll stop him from going there. So we're probably going to try to shoot Krabby into that landmine there. There we go.
Paper screen.
And pretty much that just bought us an extra turn. So that way my scout can get over here next. Because basically how I have my team set up is that my scientist will always go first. He just gives us extra 5 health to everyone. He's kind of your middle person as far as that goes. The scout goes next because he's going to be much more faster and mobile. So basically he can get around the battlefield a little bit easier.
It's your turn. Just do it. Have it, suicide.
So usually I just kind of hope that my scientist can do at least some sort of damage. Because again, the scout does the least amount of damage, so... probably go and burn this. It's probably a little bit of a waste, but...
You can't stop it.
it's still enough to kill him, so... Yep, because the guy that's right next to me there is going to be the next move.
Cannon destroyed.
So he'll do a little bit of damage to Simpson there, but... shouldn't be enough to actually kill him or anything.
Ready when you are. Go away. Stay away.
Now for the heavies.
Hi. Hi, heavy. Hi.
So I'll take a little bit of damage on that, but that's still good. Because pretty much I sat there so that Parasol couldn't move. It's going to be even more difficult for him to actually get out of there. If he tries to shoot up at me, it's going to basically break that and drop tons of water all over the place, which will then start to drown him. My next heavy should be able to get up there and actually do the finishing damage, regardless if he breaks it or not. So pretty much he just used something to repel. So like if we drop anything down there or try to shoot him, it's going to try to bounce that off. Well, sort of screwed that one up. But he's still stuck, so shouldn't be a big deal either way.
If only everything was as reliable as boredom. Swab that X. Tissue. Whoa. Hut. Hey.
Dang. I feel this may be a bad idea. Yeah. So basically, since it repelled it, it shot it back up there.
Swab that X. It's that time again. Heave away. If only everything was as reliable as boredom. Swab that X.
There we go.
Ready when you are. Tissue. Grenade. Worth selling out for. Right.
So we're going to be taking a little bit of damage here, but at least we could pretty much end the game at this point. Because he'll probably just bazooka us, and we all take like 40 something damage or 30.
Colder than a Yeti's toes.
Just a nice surefire way to do it.
Pittsburgh cold. Where be the ship?
So Probably not the most
You must
efficient
have
way of
taken
doing it.
cookery lessons, because you just made the most delightful worm jam.
Victory! The winner's choice!
Yeah, so we did that one obviously very slowly. So, it could definitely be done at a much, much better pace.
Oh, a deathmatch arena, hey? Don't panic, it's just a name. I've sent hundreds of worms into deathmatch arenas, and having a good laugh about it with those same worms afterwards is something I hope...
Sir, the only knighthood worthy in worms!
Okay, so this particular one... Yeah, looks like we're gonna go across. I think this is kind of one of those, like, almost like story type.
First blood!
Perhaps I shouldn't have went that far.
The seas be calm! It's that time again!
There we go. Well, I kind of botched that.
15 seconds is never enough! Ye weapon stash be missing! Set sail! The seas be calm!
Because basically the goal would have been the scientists were to break the
If only everything was as reliable as boredom!
turret there. Then the scout would have went next. When the scout went, he would have been able to grab that water bomb and shoot it at that first guy. If you shoot at that first guy, it will basically sink him into the water.
And an accident at work?
Well, damn.
Aye, Captain! Damage, 100% ready. When you are. Learning some firearms. They'll get you. Hi.
Right. As it's been a while since I played, so sometimes I forget how low a drop you can go on before you start taking damage. We're gonna go ahead and kill that big worm that just hit us a moment ago. Fortunately, it's a long walk. And sadly, if we're lucky, it might actually be good if we took out our little worm down there so he doesn't waste any more turns.
Cannot breathe. Just a bit of briny, lass. H2O. Words drowning in. Heave away. The seas be calm. Cannons across. Have it synthesized. Aye, heavy.
Damn thing.
It's on. Let's do this.
do forget how to actually tap.
You do in 5 seconds. Sir, the only knighthood worthy of words. Ye weapon stash me, mister.
Well, damn it.
Yo ho ho. Dex me swat. Best things come to worms who wait. It's that time again.
Actually, I might just go and say kill.
Hey, away.
Because I don't think he could actually hit much down there. Like, I could have possibly threw like a cluster grenade up and might have did a few points of damage, but nothing that will actually probably matter.
Yeah, soldier. Simply the worst there is. Sir, the only knighthood worthy in words. Hey,
I think they blocked it again.
have it supersized.
Yep. So, pretty much just gonna have to lob a rocket over there.
Burning things into
Could have been worse. Not good, but definitely could have been worse.
ye musket be misfiring. Cannon deployed. Aye, Captain. Ready. The seas be calm.
There we go.
Where's the eye dot? Aye, scientist. That you. Hut. Colder than a Yeti's toes. Ye weapon stash me, mister. Oops. Ready when you are.
Because basically I'm going to try to throw it to the right of Sandy just by a little bit.
Can't take the heat. Get out of the kitchen.
There we go. That will drop her.
Death by water. Place you order. The winds be strong.
And hopefully this will force him into either shooting at me or not being able to move at all. Because if he shoots at me, he's going to hurt himself. Which I'm perfectly okay with.
Another stink pot.
There we go.
Use a spy gas. Always hurting yourself. Try Wormix Steve. Hey.
Oh, fat worms are so slow. Alright, So I have one jetpack left, so I may want to burn that now. I do want to make sure I get as close as possible. There we go. Perfect. Yep, and he did drown. So, because my next idea was to use that other blowtorch that comes in that box there. To basically try to blowtorch him straight off the side. It's not really what I wanted, but hopefully that'll work. Maybe if I'm lucky, he'll just shoot at me and kill himself. Ah, damn falls. Which does make it a little bit harder to hit him from there, but let's see. The rocket is usually big enough of a blast. As long as I get close, it should kill him. Man, that goes. Oh. It's like just close enough to kill him on that one.
My proud beauties, how wonderful you are. I love my bonsai trees. Oh, hi, Worms. How did you do?
Again, not a very good one, but well, I hope you enjoyed watching. Apparently, I have become kind of terrible at this game. I have not played it in a while. It is pretty fun if you ever get around to playing it. They do actually have a newer game of Worms out right now. As I said, it's very similar. A few different minor upgrades, but for the most part, it's kind of the same game still. Usually, add in, a handful of items, and then change a few of the old ones, making some of them a little bit more powerful, some a little bit weaker. But overall, it's a pretty neat game if you've never tried Worms before. Otherwise, I may or may not make any more videos on this. It just depends on whether or not I feel like playing it at the time or not. Well, otherwise, thank you for watching Rundlii Gaming, and you have a good day.